Entertainment World Soldier here, and I'm back to talk about Star Wars Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 8, and my thoughts on the episode. Alright, Disney, where's the real Ahsoka arc? Come on now. Come on now, Disney. Come on now, Lucasfilm. Where's the real arc? Because this shit has got to be a joke. Okay. You can have one boring episode in an arc. Okay, I will forgive one boring episode. Two boring episodes, fine, but come on now, hurry up. Three, now you're pushing it. Four, fuck off. If you're not taking this seriously, why the fuck should I take this seriously? This was a boring episode. We have had 4 boring fucking episodes. These characters, Trace and Rafa, are not interesting characters. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit about their tragedy. I don't. I couldn't care less. Why am I fucking watching these two? Because all these episodes have been are about Trace and Rafa. That's all they've been about. Ahsoka's been an afterthought in every episode. I don't care about Rafa, I don't care about Trace. Give me Ahsoka. I want to see how the fuck how she's going to survive outside the Jedi. Do we find any of that out? Of how she could survive outside the Order? No. Because we're too fucking busy trying to fucking help Trace and Rafa make money. That's all these episodes have been about. For fuck's sake, Lucasfilm, these episodes should have been about Ahsoka learning how to be in the underworld, how to survive in that world. And something tells me that was the original plan. But the fucking cunt SJWs got in there and screwed it over and mucked about with it. So we would concentrate on Trace and Rafa and not concentrate on Ahsoka. Ahsoka is an afterthought in these episodes. She is, and she is in this one as well. There's no point to these episodes. It is literally going round in a fucking circle. There are fucking scenes in this episode that go nowhere and that are pointless. And it's not fucking entertaining either. It's fucking boring to see Ahsoka just escape again. We saw that last fucking week. If you fucking enjoy Clone Wars, you're not going to enjoy this episode. But that's my opinion. I could be wrong. For me, it's just a waste of my fucking time. And what pisses me off more is I don't think this is the end of these two characters. I fucking doubt it. I believe we're going to see more Trace and more Rafa in books. I don't even know. Maybe they'll give them a show. Who fucking knows? Again, Trace and Rafa could have been good characters if they were the ones teaching Ahsoka how to survive in the underworld. That would have been interesting episodes to see Ahsoka trying to change into a person who can survive in the underworld, which would also explain how the fuck she survived in the Empire days. You know, Trace and Rafa, you know, giving her contacts, helping her meet certain people, you know, learning how to get past blockades, get past security people. Anything. That would have been more interesting than seeing Trace and Rafa make a stupid fucking deal and fucking Ahsoka having to bail them out every fucking episode. That was her only fucking job in all these episodes, has just been get Trace and Rafa out of the shit they put themselves in. What's the fucking point then? Why are we calling this a Ahsoka arc? Call it the Trace and Rafa arc. Because that's all it has been. You had a fucking opportunity here, Lucasfilm. A massive opportunity. To just entertain us and keep us watching. And again, these episodes are shit. But I probably am going to keep watching. Well, I definitely am going to keep watching. But it's a fucking piss take to call this Clone Wars. Because it was boring. And it didn't have to be. You could have just had a fucking good story. All you had to do was just keep it on Coruscant and on level 1313, where they fucking are. They are on level 1313. I would love to see that level, because apparently 1313 is the most dangerous level to live on in Coruscant. That would have been amazing to see. There was a fucking game being made about it. Lucasfilm, you could have fucking shown us that level. But no. You decide to take us to go to a fucking stupid planet for nothing. All this story could have just been done on Coruscant. All of it. And we would have been able to see level 1313 and enjoyed it. It's fucking annoying. Because I fucking know they can do better than this. Because I've fucking watched every fucking other episode of the Clone Wars. They know how to write stories. They know how to make great stories. This arc was a waste of time and should never have happened. Trace and Rafa should never have been created. They're a waste of character. Because they don't do anything. Rafa seems to just be over-controlling, and Trace seems to act like a 10-year-old who's apparently lived on the most dangerous level all of her life. I don't fucking know, man. This was such a disappointment. And Star Wars has been disappointing me now for 2 fucking years, with The Last Jedi being so shit, Solo being boring, and fucking Rise of Skywalker being so bad that I think it is worse than fucking Last Jedi. Clone Wars was supposed to be the beacon of hope for Star Wars fans, to show us that Star Wars isn't completely fucked. But I am now worried for the rest of the series now. The Bad Batch was good, but it had been fucked around with. But I let it go. This load of shit, I'm not letting it go. Disney are fucking up Star Wars royally now, with making this entire arc being so shit. A part of me just wants to stop and give up and let the SJWs win, but I love Star Wars too much, and I can't do that. I'm fucking going to try to fight as much as I can, and this is a best way just to do YouTube videos to say how bad it is. So I'm going to give my review now, going to give my score now, and then I'll get into my spoiler review. I'm giving this episode a 3. Okay, it was boring. You don't really have to watch it. And I think a rewrite was needed at this point. It was just a boring episode, and just avoid it. It doesn't do damage to Ahsoka. Okay, Ahsoka kicks ass, but she's always kicked ass. And that's it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Ahsoka in these episodes. I will at least accept that. But Rafa and Trace, a waste of space. I can't be arsed with them, and I hope I don't see them again, but I have a lot of doubt that they are gone. I believe they are going to come back, and they're going to be getting books. But that's my score, 3 out of 10. I'm going to go into spoilers now, so if you don't want to hear spoilers, leave now. Alright. So the episode starts off again with Ahsoka, Trace and Raffi in prison, you know, complaining and talking, blah, 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 about, you know, the fact they're in a stupid situation and it's Raffa's fault, apparently. No, it's not Raffa's fault, it's fucking Trace's fault, because again, all Trace had to not fucking do was drop the fucking spice. Because it's fucking ridiculous. Guard comes in, tells them they're going to be taken to see the boss. They leave the cell, meet the leader. The leader's pretty much told them, you fucking got to give me back the spice. If you don't give me back the spice, I'll kill you all. Ahsoka, oh no, before the guard came, I forgot about this. Ahsoka tells Raffa and Trace that she's got a plan and that to be ready when she starts the plan. Anyway, back to the leader of the Pikes. He threatens to kill them. Ahsoka then pretends to betray the girls. Tells the lead Pike that they've hidden the spice somewhere and that hold her as a prisoner and they'll go back and get it for you. And if they don't, I'll tell you where they live and where their family is. And the Pike agrees. Trace and Raffa leave and head back to their ship, and Ahsoka goes back to prison to wait for Trace and Raffa to come back with the made up spice. So that scene ends. The Pike leader talks to one of the other Pikes and he tells him that they need to get the spice because if they don't, they're going to pretty much pay for it, or someone's going to kill them, or their boss is going to kill them. So it's one of those things. So the scene ends. Go to Ahsoka, we go to Trace and Raffa, who start talking about the fact they can't find the spice because, again, Trace dumped the fucking thing. Raffa says to her she's got a plan because she's not going to let Ahsoka, get one over on her. So pretty much because Ahsoka saved their lives, she wants to save Ahsoka by doing the dumbest thing I think I've fucking seen so far. And that is to nick spice from the Pikes. Now the reason this is the dumbest thing is the fact that why didn't you just do that in the first place? Because it was pretty fucking easy apparently. Why not just go get that fucking spice, go to the Pikes, give them the spice, and then you pretty much sorted yourself out. By the time the Pikes have figured out it was you, it'd be too late. And I think the Pikes would be embarrassed to fucking go after you anyway. So that's what I mean by there's just parts of this episode that make no sense. If she just came up with that, why didn't you come up with that before? You would have been able to get out of a lot of shit if you had just done this in the first place. Or if Trace hadn't dumped the spice in the first place. I mean, for fuck's sake. So, Trace agrees to the plan. They get back on the ship. We then see Ahsoka get out of prison again with fucking ease. She looks around the Pike's base. They've got a plant for the spice. She grabs some grenades, start planting them around everywhere. But then she peers under a railing where the leader of the Pikes is talking to fucking Maul. Darth fucking Maul. Now again, for those who don't know, at this point in Maul's life, he's lost his brother, his mother's been killed, and well, if you've read the comics, Darth Sidious wanted to do experiments on him or something. But he managed to escape and restart his cartel, let's just say. And yeah, I thought that was an interesting story. But no, that's different. But yeah, Darth Maul's back. He's talking to the Pike leader. The Pike leader's trying to explain to him that the spy shipment that he was expecting is late because of an accident or something. Darth Maul is kind of sick of him making excuses and tells him if he doesn't find the spice, he'll pretty much get killed, basically. And Ahsoka sees it's Maul, but, well, she can't really do much about it, and heads into an office to plant some more bombs. The Pike leader turns off the hologram because one of his guards comes back and tells him that Ahsoka's escaped her prison cell. Back in the room with Ahsoka, she tries to find out where Maul is communicating from. She figures out it's Mandalore, but then the guards come in, spot her, they point their guns. The head Pike tries to ask who she is and how did she escape. Ahsoka then pushes one with the Force and then fights them off, and then the Pike brings in more men, surrounds her. She tries to kick as much ass as she can, but she's overwhelmed, and the Pike leader just says, "We've captured a Jedi," and that will help him with Maul because, well, he hates Jedi. Back with the Martell sisters, they jump to they land on a platform that apparently is Pike controlled. Rafa starts going off on this one little alien dude. Don't like the design of the alien dudes. They look really weird. That's probably more Disney-fied aliens, because fuck it, right? Let's not use the better aliens. So let's use fucking J.J. Abrams aliens, because they were good, weren't they? Fuck me. So Rafa tells them to load up the spice. They agree. Well, the guy tries to tell her that you're not on the manifest, so I can't do that. She then threatens him. He then runs off to find a supervisor. They start to load up the spice. He comes back with a supervisor. It turns out to be that big lizard thing that Bosk is. Trandoshan, that's it. Trandoshan. So they get into a fight with the Trandoshan. Trace and Rafa pretty much kick ass, as they were supposed to, kill the Trandoshan and escape with the spice. Now again, I hate this scene because, now I'll get into that in the end, but back with Ahsoka, the Pike leader is pretty much threatening her and just saying, listen, I'm going to hand you over to Darth Maul. He'll know what to deal with you later. And then the Martell sisters come back and tell him that they've got the spice. He doesn't care anymore and just tells the guys to shoot them all. And they do. They try to, but Ahsoka manages to push them all, grab the sisters, get out of there. They get back to the ship. They have a little chase scene. Trace manages to fly the ship like she's been flying all her life, which is bullshit because she's just started flying. Ahsoka's on the gun. She shoots down 2 of the Pike ships. One last Pike manages to destroy the cannon. Ahsoka tells Trace. Trace then plays chicken with the last Pike ship, and chicken is basically she flies her ship right at the Pike ship, but the Pike ship flinches, he crashes into a rock, and they get away, and boom, the Pikes apparently don't bother going after them with any more ships. They head up to go to hyperspace, but are followed by a Mandalorian ship. They go into hyperspace, head back down to Coruscant, land on the platform. Oh, I completely forgot. Before all of that happened, Trace and Rafa find out that Ahsoka is a Jedi. Ahsoka tries to explain that she didn't mean to lie to them and that she didn't want to tell them because she thought they'd be upset. And Rafa is very hurt to hear that she's a Jedi. But then the Pikes threaten to kill them, and then we get the whole chasing them. But sorry. But back onto Coruscant, they land. Ahsoka tries to apologise for lying to them. Trace and Rafa just forgive her and tell her that, you know, thanks for saving their lives, and that Rafa agrees not to make any more stupid deals. By the way, they still have the spice. So I have no doubt in my mind Rapha is just going to sell that to the highest bidder. So everything Ahsoka tried to stop was pointless. Because Rapha is just going to sell the spice to the highest bidder and make a shitload of money. Which she should. And if they fucking tried to say she didn't, then it's fucking stupid in my opinion. But at that moment, the Mandalorians land. The lead Mandalorian, I don't know her name, pretty much Sabine's sister, comes up to Ahsoka, tells Ahsoka they need help and that they have the same enemy, which is Maul. Ahsoka agrees to help them, tells Rapha and Trace she's going to leave her bike there. So that means Rapha and Trace are not done. They're going to be back when Ahsoka has to deal with Order 66. She's going to ask them to help her escape. That's what I think is going to happen in Order 66. They're going to come back and save Ahsoka. They just are. So Ahsoka goes with Mandalorians on their ship. They fly off, and the episode ends. Boom. This arc was disappointing. It was a waste of time, and again, it could have been so good if you just had Trace and Rapha teaching Ahsoka how to survive in the underworld, learning more about 1313. Fuck it, even bring Boba Fett into this episode. You know, you could have done anything with this episode, but you just wasted our time with this load of crap. And again, they still have the fucking spice. So Trace dumping that load of fucking spice was for nothing, because they again have a shitload of spice. And where is she going to sell it? No. Oh, sorry, it pisses me off. Trace is such a stupid character. You know what? I have to say this. Rapha could have made so much more sense if she had just been older and taken Ahsoka under her wing and showed her the underworld in her eyes. Instead of Ahsoka looking at the underworld like a Jedi, she could have been looking at the underworld through a normal person's eyes. So, you know, the gangsters that she doesn't like, maybe Rapha could have showed her some of the gangsters are not bad people. Maybe some of them defend other people from worse gangsters. You know, seeing an underworld from a certain point of view is mind-blowing. And that's what episodes of Star Wars should be, Star Wars: The Clone Wars should be. It should tell you a story that you are fucking enveloped in. You want to learn more about the characters that you meet. I mean, for fuck's sake, there's a fucking episode in Series 3 where Anakin and Obi-Wan and Ahsoka defend a village, and we see all these new bounty hunters, and we want to learn more about them because they're interesting, because they have all of this new stories and lines we could learn about. And now we have Trace and Rapha that don't do anything. It was a waste of an arc because we weren't concentrating on anything other than Rapha and Trace just being idiots. And by the way, Trace has nearly fucked up 2 of Rapha's deals. Why is she working with her sister? I mean, the first episode, she fucks up with a robot, and the next episode, she dumps the spice and puts them both in prison. Why are you working with your sister? I mean, for fuck's sake. God, that was ridiculous. And by the way, you have the Mandalorians there. They hate Maul, and the Pikes work for Maul. Why didn't you have a scene where the Mandalorians and Rapha make some sort of deal with each other to help save Ahsoka? That would have been interesting too, to see the Mandalorians fighting. Because my God, when you see the Mandalorians fighting, you fucking love it. And it would have been entertaining, and it would have been exciting. But no, Ahsoka, Rapha, and Trace didn't need anybody's help. They got out of the Pikes base on their own. Calm the fuck on, Lucasfilm. You can do better. You have done better than this. But I'm sticking with my score. It's a fucking 3 out of 10. There's no point in watching this ever again. Well, this episode ever again. It's an arc you can just skip over. And it just shows me that Disney don't have any respect for any part of Star Wars. And I think Dave Filoni, I don't think he's the hero of Star Wars anymore. If he'd allowed this episode, if he has allowed these episodes to come out, then what else would he let happen under Disney? Would he fight? Kathleen Kennedy has literally, I'm guessing, no more power at Lucasfilm. So why doesn't Dave Filoni stand up for his, well, him and George Lucas's creation? Why didn't he? These episodes were boring. And I feel so fucking betrayed by Dave. But again, I could be going crazy for nothing. Maybe the next couple episodes will be fantastic. Maybe the Siege of Mandalore will be everything I want. Massive battles, lot of action, and great dialogue. But we are dealing with Lucasfilm under Disney and under Kathleen Kennedy still. So I'm not going to hold my breath. But that's my review. If you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't like this video, give it a dislike. And do comment below and tell me, were you interested in Rafa and Trace? Do you think they got a future in Star Wars? Or, like me, do you hope this is it for them? Because I really doubt it. I believe there's going to be books about them too. And why? Because it's what the SJWs want. And that's turning into such... Well, right now we're dealing with something very, very serious in the world, which is costing a lot of companies money. And I'm just going to give this advice to, Lucasfilm. Do you want to waste money on these two? That's up to you. But that's the end. Oh, do subscribe if you like my videos, and do share them if you can. Entertainment Soldier. Bye.